Stop what you're doing right now. Tap in, y'all. Tap in real quick. We here real quick. Shout out to you. It was like 2. No, not 2 people yet. Shout out to y'all. Tap in real quick. Talk about it real quick. How do I make myself mod? Shy vs. Dilly, what's up? Appreciate you for pulling up on this unexpected live. What is it, 12:44? We're going to be on here for a little bit. How do I make myself? I'm trying to mod myself. Let me see. Appreciate you, Shy. Like I said, we're going to be on here for a little bit. Nothing crazy. I want to hear y'all opinions. I did a video on it already, but I want to hear y'all opinions on everything going on. Shout out to y'all. It's crazy. I mean, it's kind of, some people saying they already expected it. They already knew what was going on. Of course, everybody going to say they already knew what was going on. But the reason why I want to hear what people got to say is because everybody interpret things differently. So, you got people going to say, oh, well, he didn't say this, he didn't say that. So, let's see. Shout out to y'all, though, man. And if y'all interested in learning how to do YouTube, like I told y'all before, I got the course. Right now until Friday, it comes with a whole PDF teaching people how to make money on faceless automated YouTube channels. So you don't got to use your face. It's showing you websites, everything. So if you want to learn how to do YouTube, make money on YouTube without showing your face, and not even do this, if you just want to, I guess, like a theme channel, whether it's about tech, whether it's about crypto, whether it's about the wealthy lifestyle, whatever it is, you know. A lot of people interested in YouTube these days, which is dope, man. It's another stream of income, and if you put your all into it, you'll definitely prosper. But shout out to y'all for pulling up. Like I said, this live was unexpected, but we're gonna talk about it today. I want to know how y'all feel, but before that, y'all tap in. What's up? Y'all tap in. Where y'all from? Shout out where y'all from. Where y'all watching from? Malachi, what's up? 727, what's up? Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Like I said, if you do want the YouTube course, just DM me on Instagram, or you can email, whatever you want to do. It ain't too much. We ain't sitting here making the course $500, $1,000, none of that crazy stuff. I ain't trying to break nobody's pockets. It was just an idea because everybody always asking, yo, how do you do YouTube? A lot of people want to know, certain ways to tweak this. If you want more subscribers, more views, even if you already got a platform and you just want to learn how to like enhance what you got going on, like I said, it'll help you. Milwaukee in the building. What's up, Milwaukee? Denver. Shout out Denver. I hear good things about Denver, too. Shout out Denver. They said Denver got good women. I've never been to Denver a day in my life. They said it's cold, but it got good women. So shout out to Denver. That situation crazy to me. Hard to believe. Yeah, it's hard to believe. But like I said, I wanted to get everybody's feedback because I know what I feel. Right? It's only one way. If a man say that another man implicated him in a murder, it's only one thing, bro. Like that only means one thing, right? But like I said, everybody's gonna have their own interpretation. So I just want to hear what everybody else got to say. And then, like I said, we get into it. Come visit 420. I don't smoke, but it probably gonna be turned up because it is 420. Shout out Denver. What do y'all even got out there in Denver, actually? What is Denver known for, y'all? I haven't really, like I said, I haven't really was tapped into Denver, but we know what Rondo did. He had to. Like, all right, so like I said in the video, right? Here's what's gonna happen. At bare minimum, they know that these two guys were at the scene, right? These two were at the scene, and they know right now all evidence is basically on your boy Cdaii, right? They got the fingerprints, they got the women that cooperated, they got the phone on the scene. The major one is the phone on the scene. So here's what they're saying. They're like, I bet the phone on the scene lets me know that you was there. So now that I know that you was there, right? I need you to tell me what happened. You can't sit here and tell me that you wasn't there because your phone. Now, let's say they don't have the snitches because they said it was two girls that was there that snitched. And one of the girls, I think, God bless her soul, was Memo's sister. So, like I said, even if they didn't tell, at the end of the day, they know that Cdaii was there for a fact. It's not like you could say, oh, I wasn't there. I don't know who did what. You was there for a fact, right? So forget the snitching part, right? Let's just talk about the phone. The phone was there. So now they're going to say, all right, your phone was there. So that puts you there. Whether you really wasn't there or not, your phone was there, so you're there. What happened? All right, cool. You don't want to talk. You stay in jail. We're not. Let me tell you what they're not going to do, right? It's no way in this world both of them is going to be able to walk away from this case scot-free. Now, the only thing I could see happening is maybe a very, very, very big maybe. The police say, you know what? These guys been already locked up for 10, 11 years. They already served enough time. But I can't even see that happening because most of the people that do unalive somebody, they're doing at least 15, 25 to life. So yeah, they did, a little 10. That is a stretch. I'm not even gonna say little because that's a crazy number. And actually, when I was doing a video earlier, I'm like, damn, that happened in 2014. We're in 2024 already. 10 years has went by and they still going on about this. It's insane. And let me tell you, if you've never been in that position to where you had another man and the man being the judge, when you had another man having your faith, your future in his hands, that feeling is one of the worst feelings ever I've ever felt. Because you don't know, maybe the judge had a bad day in the morning. Maybe that's another thing. Like these judges, they're normal people, right? So you don't know if he's gonna come in with an attitude. Maybe today he just slaying everybody. You never know. But you don't ever want to be in a position where you just put your life in another man's hands and they could determine your future. Because it's 50-50. Right? But anyway, let's get back to the phone, right? What he said? He said they were both there during the murder and Cdaii dropped his phone. This is what I'm saying. Don't forget the footage of them running from the scene of the crime. Now, they keep saying they got this footage. I'm not going to lie, but we haven't really seen it. I don't know if they dropped it already. Y'all let me know in the comments. Did they drop it already? Did they drop the footage already? To my knowledge, they ain't drop it. Which is kind of weird, too, because I seen somebody put that. But, right? Everybody keeps saying, I was looking in the comments, I think was it Cdaii? It was one of them. They was like, yo, why they didn't drop the footage? They dropped everybody footage. Why they never dropped the footage? They dropped duck footage. Y'all gotta remember this, right? If the police don't want you to have surveillance footage or any type of evidence that they have, you're not gonna get it. To me personally, duck footage and all these other guys' footage that be dropping, they're strategically dropped. They're dropped for a reason. Because if the police don't want something to get out there, it's not going to get out there, bro. I'm telling you. And if it does, somebody's getting in trouble. With all these leaks and footages coming out of anywhere, with the police body cams, all these things are put out there. It's not done by mistake. It's not a breach. No, it's being put out there purposely. Even the duck video. The duck video was never supposed to make it public, but, I feel personally it was strategically dropped. Somebody said, nah, we never seen it. Yeah, so I guess it's not out there. Now, I guess once in due time, when they don't care about the case no more, maybe it might come out, maybe it's not. But like I said, anything that the police or the government really don't want you to see, you're not going to see it. And if you do see it, just know that somebody's getting penalized. Simple as that. So That's what your fam. Keep it going. Shout out to San Fran. Shout out to California. But so let's get back on topic, right? Shout out to you, Rico. Appreciate you for pulling up, bro. So they said the phone was on the crime scene. They said the girls, I'm told, they said they got fingerprints. What else? There was one more thing I forgot. People keep saying something that Tay 600 did or Tay said. Some people say that Tay snitched. That's a whole nother thing. I'm not gonna get into that. That's another story for another day. But like I said, the main focus is that phone. It's that phone, man. It's that phone. So with Cdaii having all this, he's trying to catch the appeal because I think he's saying that they don't have nothing on them. I don't get it. No, it wasn't that he was saying they don't have nothing on them. He was saying that he didn't get a fair chance at trial because he didn't get a severance. It was a cop. What's the guy named John Hall, whatever his name is, right? Now, a lot of people do make it off of cases due to technicalities like that, but this is too much big of a case where somebody lost their life. I don't think the police are going to be that lenient, right? I don't think they're going to be that lenient to where they say, well, I didn't get a fair shake at trial. So now, like I said, in some cases they do. But once again, let's get back to Rondo and Cdaii. At the end of the day, right? Here's the thing. If both of these guys are going to sit there and they're going to act tough to the point to where they say they don't want to tell, where this one is not telling on this one, that one's not telling on that one, you know what the police is saying? Cool. It don't make us no never mind. Both of y'all have been proven to be there. So at the end of the day, you both are going to take this. You both are going to take this. It makes us no. Let me tell you what the police are saying. It makes us no never mind whether you decide to cooperate or whether you decide to cooperate or not. Y'all both going to stay here because it's been proven that y'all was there. We may not know who did what, but we know that that man did not unalive himself. So until you decide you want to tell, you stay right there. Until you decide you want to tell, you stay right there. Now what happens is, and I see this all the time. Now, shockingly, both of these guys, they've been hanging for some time because 10 years, 10 years is a long time. And they say that nobody really told, even though their lawyers was throwing each other under the bus. That's what lawyers is going to do. Like I stated in the video, the lawyer don't have no loyalty to Cdaii or Rondo's lawyer don't have no loyalty to Cdaii, vice versa. So what I'm trying to say is their best thing, what their best interest is to get their client off the case, whether it's less time or just making sure he can see the light of day. Simple. That's all they worried about. Now, sometimes a lot of people are saying this too. They're like, yo, listen, Rondo's lawyer is throwing Cdaii under the bus. But it's slick because it's like, all right, the lawyer's throwing him under the bus, but I didn't say it. However, if you know anything about the courts, they can only confirm what you told them, or they can only pretty much make, not assumptions, but what's the word I'm looking for? They could pretty much only said what happened off of what you told them. So anything his lawyer is saying, he was told by such and such. So if Rondo lawyer come and say, well, my client wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, he's not saying that Cdaii pulled it, but in so many words he is. Get it? Because if you say your client didn't do it, then guess what? Who did it? Who did it? If your client didn't do it, then who did it? You see what I'm saying? This is like it's one of those situations where you pointing with your elbows. You ever seen back in the days, they be like, well, I don't know who did it. I ain't pointing no fingers. Is somebody pointing with their elbows? That's what this is. It's like somebody pointing their elbows. But Cdaii came out and he said it. Yo, listen, if you want to see or if you want to know why my motion isn't such and such, my co-defendant implicated me in a M. You know, I can't really say certain things here on YouTube because they guidelines is crazy. But so for Cdaii to come and say that, it must have some truth to where they're saying that Rondo is or may have be cooperating. I don't know. But this man is here saying it. So That's why I wanted to get everybody in how they feel. Like, what you think? Is he saying that Rondo told? Some people say, nah, he ain't saying he told. Who knows? But it's a lot of politics when it comes to the YouTube stuff and when it comes to people and their opinions, because everybody got their own ties to their favorite drill artist or whoever. You might like Rondo, so you might say Cdaii told. You might like Cdaii, so you might say Rondo told. There's all type of biasness. But at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. The facts is the facts. But in this case right here, if we going off the evidence that they say they have, or they claim they have, at the end of the day, Cdaii has the worst end of the stick. And it seems like he's fighting the hardest, but he has the worst end of the stick. Because all the evidence lead back to him. You see what I'm saying? Trucking vibe and salute, homie. Just appreciate you for pulling up. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, ain't no way you don't know what your lawyer gonna say. Yeah, everybody know. Let me tell you, your lawyer pretty much preps you. If you ever been through anything, you know, usually you speak to your lawyer before you get out there and you over there and you talking. What's happening is your lawyer goes back there and he talks to you before y'all even come out. He tells you what he's gonna say, or he asks you, yo, is there anything you want me to say? Whatever. And then you tell him what you want him to say, or he tells you what he's going to say, and you have to okay it. He can't say, yo, listen, well, such and such did this, because they're going to say, well, how do you know? Well, it's the only way I do know. My client told me, right? The lawyer can't just come out with nothing out of thin air. He can't just say anything out of thin air, bro. So he has to get whatever information that he has, any information that your lawyer is saying, they're going to presume that it came from you. Simple. Anyway, you don't know what your lawyer gonna say. Mubu Crumb said a long time. Yeah, they ain't like Mubu Crumb because Mubu, he was one of the ones that was over there, so he know what's going on. It's just like right now, J Hood. Nobody likes J Hood. Nobody likes J Hood because J Hood saying a little too much facts. What happens is everybody looks at Old Block and you know certain guys like, ooh, like you know, because you hear about the reputations, you hear about what's going on, you hear the shootings, the bodies dropping, you hear all that. Until somebody that was actually in it come out and tell you, man, listen, to y'all on the outside, y'all look at them as this, but we see them as this. We know this. This one told on this one said this one playing weird games. Remember when what's his name? Big Wani? They over there smacking butts and all that on man, listen, you know? Cdaii is keeping it real to let people know to see for yourself, to be honest. Yeah, so that's what I got from it. What is it, Pepe Kells? That's what I got from it. What he's doing is he's like, yo, listen, instead of me coming out and say, because you got to remember too, he can't just come out and say something like that because of the position he's in, his circumstance. His, you know, the courts and whoever's watching, they can't see him say, oh, well, Rondo's a snitch, because guess what? They're gonna be like, well, so if you're saying he's snitching, then that means you know, it just don't look right. He can't come out and say it. So what he did say is, listen, if y'all want to know why my motion isn't getting, let me see what he said exactly. It's right here. Here's what he said, his exact words. His exact words is, quote, if y'all want to see my co-defendant, Rondo 600 RN4L, implicate me in a M, call the appellate court first district's clerk and demand they make a decision on my motion. So what I'm assuming is the reason why they can't, or whatever decision they done made on his motion or is going to make, it is based off whatever Rondo said or did. I don't know. But he said it out his own mouth. If y'all want to see my co-defendant, Rondo, implicate me in an M. Now look, it sucks that I had to even go this far as going to what implicate means because, you know, like I said, people, they're going to come up with their own narrative. So let's go to what implicate means. Right? To involve or connect intimately or incriminatingly. It even gives you, let's say, evidence that implicates others in the plot. Matter of fact, right there. Evidence that implicates others in the plot. In this case, the plot is the M. So, like I said, man, I don't want to hear, oh, who could say this one snitch? He just jumping out the window. Nah, he said it. I didn't say it. Jesse, I'm from all over, bro. Or if it's a girl, I'm not really sure what that is. Someone not putting money on Cdaii books. Well, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't they saying at one point Dirk was the one putting money on Cdaii books? I'm not sure. Somebody said this. He stopped speaking on it. Yeah, he did say he was gonna stop speaking on it, but here we are. Lil Tet, what's up, bro? We're saying now what's coming here. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of switched because it went from Rondo having a little more. It went from my fault, y'all. I'm trying to read what y'all put, but it went from Rondo having a little more support, then it went to Cdaii. Cdaii was, I don't know. At one point, people were saying free him, but it was there was a certain group of people that wasn't saying free him. It's all over the place. Let me tell y'all one thing, man. If you've never been through that situation of jail or whatever the case may be, you do not want to. It's nothing about being afraid of the guys in there. One thing about jail, and I hate to say it like this because I don't want anybody getting comfortable with going, but one thing about jail is it will not be hard if you are yourself. If you get in there and you just be yourself and you just do what you gotta do and get out of there, you're not gonna have a hard time. The ones that have a hard time is the ones that go in there on BS. The ones that go in there, if you claiming any gangs, you're gonna have a hard time. If you go in there, you want to pump your chest and act like you run this, you're gonna have a hard time. If you get into the bull crap politics, oh, this is my phone, I'm gonna use this phone at this time, or what else? I want to change the channel on the TV. You're gonna have a hard time. But if you get in there, mind your business. I mean, if you want to talk to people, that's on you. But you gotta kind of pick and choose who you want to talk to. But if you do that, it's gonna be straightforward, bro. It's gonna be straightforward. I don't know if y'all seen that video. If you've seen the video, there's a video going around of Cdaii when he's in jail, right? Once again, we don't know how the surveillance is getting out, but he's in jail. He's just sitting on the bars with a blank stare in his face, just looking straight. And you know what's funny? Not even what's funny, but the reality of it is, I guess that's when it hit him, right? Because I've had those blank stares a lot of the times, like where you can't believe where you're at. You can't believe how long you was there, right? You just sitting there in awe, like, yo, I really, mind you, these guys been there for 10 years already. You just sitting in there like, yo, I've really been here for 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. I'm telling you, that's a crazy feeling. You start having that epiphany, like, yo, I need to get out of here. You start feeling like, yo, what am I doing here? Some people go crazy. This is why some people take their own life. They can't deal with it. It's more mental than anything. They're gonna sell that badge to his mom soon. He's gonna shut up and take the fall. Probably. Let me tell you right now. I personally think when they was more so saying free Rondo, maybe it's because they know that it's really nothing on. It's nothing on him. Not as much as Cdaii. Maybe they feel, listen, there's not much we could do for Cdaii. The most we could do is make sure his book's good, pay him, take this fall or whatever the case may be. Because guess what? All the evidence is on you. So just take it. This how these guys probably think it. Listen, you got all the evidence on you. You just take that. We gonna make sure you good. Rondo, here, come on. That's probably how they feel. Let's be real. The man dropped his phone, bro. Dropped his phone. DNA, right? Because they got the fingerprints. And cooperators. Come on. They not, let me tell you, the police not letting that slip through their fingers. They're not letting that one slip. I think Cdaii want to tell everyone that Rondo told something that made Cdaii hot on the case, to be honest. Probably. But what he is doing, he's saying it without saying it. It's common sense. He's saying he worked out a deal. That's why his motions keep getting denied. It could be secretly. You never know. You go on Adam 22, no jumper? No. No. I've been telling people since, what is this? We in 2024. I've been telling people since 2021, don't go on that man's podcast. He said call, that's an important shit. Yeah, well, he said call because guess what? I guess if you call, they got no point, they got no choice but to tell you what's going on. And you were here for yourself. Instead of him saying something, or instead of him, messing up his chances of whatever he got going on, he said, "Listen, the easiest way, if you want to know why my emotions keep getting dropped and they not pursuing it, guess what? Go check for yourself. Here's the case number and here's the number, which is the easiest thing. A lot of people are lazy, but at the end of the day, if you really want to know what's going on, here, it's right there for you. You ain't got to sit here and go under the Squid Apes. You ain't got to sit here and go under Gang Hits or Hookah Anonymous. You ain't got to go under any of those pages. Here, this is the information you need. Go figure it out yourself. And you tell me what you find. It don't get no realer than that. Let this be a lesson to all the shorties and the street dudes. The street life ain't worth it. Just washed up, ain't no loyalty. Yo, it ain't. Let me tell y'all something. They say the situation between these dudes, first of all, it happened when they was fairly young. That's the thing about this, man. That's the thing about this because it's so sad. I mean, being incarcerated, you meet people that's been in there for 20 years, been in there for 10 years. And you know what's crazy? A lot of crimes that they committed when they was young. They committed when they was young. You gotta remember, when you're young, your mind ain't you. Let me tell you, some of us is barely disciplined. Let me tell you, good things a lot of us had, a lot of the parents that we had when we was growing up. Because you see situations like this to where you like, damn, meet up? What time did they meet up? They met up at 10, 11 o'clock? How old was these kids? Damn, I couldn't go outside past, street light. So it's like, yo, maybe my parents was on to something. Because maybe they saved me in the long run. If not, I would be that same guy serving 15, 20 years of life all over a decision that I made when I was young, when my brain was barely developed. You see what I'm saying? When I didn't know better. Come on, man. Come on. That's why I always preach, get out them streets, right? Especially right now. If you're trying to do anything in them streets, it makes no sense. First of all, for one, there's surveillance cameras everywhere. I don't know where y'all at, but where I'm at is surveillance cameras anywhere. I mean, everywhere. Then the bad part about it is they done trick everybody into getting Ring cameras. So these days, even if you're not buying an establishment, if you're not buying a store, now you buy a house, you don't know if they got Ring cameras. You don't know any of that stuff. Just your luck, you do something, they got you on Ring camera. Not to mention everybody's backdooring each other. And they making songs about it. They glorifying that they snakes and backdooring. Come on. Come on. Then they telling on each other. Too much going on in these streets, man. It's too much money out here. Legal money, too. Yo, we in the day and time to where you really don't even have to leave your house to make money. Do you know how dope that is? Come on, man. There's people back in the days that wish they had the opportunity. And I'm going to tell y'all now, please take full advantage. Because if you don't, remember, nothing lasts forever. I know this seemed like, we got the internet. We're going to have this forever. No, do not have that mindset. That's too much of a comfortable mindset. And nothing good comes out of comfort zones. So at the end of the day, you sitting there, you thinking, nah, I'll put this over until tomorrow. The internet will always be there. Or I'll put this off until then. No. You hear them talking about power grid shutdowns and blackouts and all that stuff. You never know what's coming. Stack that money. Put that money up. For real. It's too much going on out here for you to be sitting here just, yeah, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll put this off until the next day. No, do it now. Do it now. And I'm telling you right now, it don't have to be illegal, man. It don't have to be. Look at these guys. Look at these guys, best friends. Now they got, and you gotta remember, this is what the government do. They pin you against each other, because guess what? Right now, whichever one of them that didn't pull the trigger, I mean, if you know, you know. But whichever one, he's sitting there like, damn. Now you start thinking like, damn, I've been here for mad long. You mean to tell me I'm never gonna leave here? And I didn't do it? Man, listen, hey, CO, where that pen and paper at, man? Where that pen and paper? And I get a fresh slice of pizza from the outside? Come on, man. Y'all tighten up, man. Please tighten up. Please. It ain't worth it, man. I know the glitz and the glamour. And this is why a lot of people be thinking, oh, you don't like such and such? No. It's just that I've really been through certain situations. And I know that there's certain things that you don't glorify. Them streets you don't glorify. But you know what's happening? They're marketing to kids. That's the thing. They're not marketing to people like me or you that's old enough to come to your own decisions. No, they're marketing to kids. That's who's buying into this bullcrap. Right? Because they think these artists really having their way. A lot of these artists is broke. If you really want to talk about it, you got social media influencers living better or just like rappers without doing the extra antics. Come on. Rondo got a bigger bag behind him, the OTF and Dirk. That's why he had the legal support to flip on him. 9 out of 10. Probably. Probably. Like I said, I made it very clear in the video that we did. I don't know. I can't sit here and tell you, yo, such and such did this, or only thing I could go off of what this man just said. This man just said that his co-defendant, Rondo, implicated him in an M. Simple as that. It don't get no simpler than that. Someone need to find Mimo. We just posted about Mimo. Mimo not in the hot. Well, according to Mimo, his phone was broke, y'all. If y'all want, go to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous, but put the underscore at the end. We posted, because y'all know it's been like, what, 2-3 days? They were saying Mimo got robbed. Some say he got shot. Some say he's in the hospital with broke ribs. He didn't respond for like 2-3 days. Like probably an hour ago, he responded. We posted it. He said his phone was broke. So I don't know. You know, that's Mimo for you. What do you think about the Diddy situation? I think Diddy ain't the problem. I know y'all probably gonna be like, oh, you crazy, Hookah, you crazy. But y'all gotta remember, right? There's bigger people than Diddy. Diddy's pretty much just the face, right? A lot of people, I don't know why, but nobody, I think, you know why nobody focusing on the other names that's in the paperwork, Diddy's whole lawsuit, is because we don't know those names, right? But when you got somebody like Lucien Grange, who's like big behind the scenes, right? Lucien Grange, what is he again? Let me see. Let me be correct. I'll tell you right now. All right. And they call him Sir, which is crazy because these are the people that's let me tell you, I always find not to get off topic, I always find it crazy the people that's behind hip hop. Like, we know hip hop started in New York, in the Bronx, in the Park. How is it that it started there, but yet none of the real big people that makes big decisions, right? I'm not talking about your Diddy's. I'm talking about the people hiding Diddy. None of those people that look like us are in position, which makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. You know what that's equivalent to? That's equivalent to me being the head of Hell's Angels, right? That's like me being the head, the big head, pause. Yeah, pause. But that's like me being one of the higher ups in Hell's Angels. And I'm African American. It just doesn't make sense. But anyway, Lucien Grange. Sir Lucien Charles. Look, this how he look too. I'm trying to focus. This how he look. It's not going to focus, but Let's see what it says. It says Sir Lucian, and mind you, he's British. Sir Lucian Charles Grange is a British record executive who has served as the chairman and chief executive officer of Universal Music Group since 2010. Beginning as an A&R staffer in the late 1970s, Grange has worked in the music industry his entire career. Now, first of all, this guy right here, let's go a picture. This is who dictates hip hop. Right? This is look at his face. This. How crazy is that? This man, this is who gets a say so in what happens in hip hop, what goes on, determine big decisions in hip hop. Him, a British guy. Not to mention he controls a lot of the media when it comes to hip hop as well. DJ Academics has made that known a lot if you pay attention to DJ Academics. But Lucian Grange, he's one of them guys that's up there. But however, do I really want to say? So let's just say he's been accused of having weird scandals with Taylor Swift. Let's just say that, right? And other younger, yeah. I gotta be politically correct on YouTube. I know y'all probably like, just say it, Hookah, but this is YouTube, they be wilding. But yeah, nobody mentions his name. And not to mention, in the paperwork, it says Lucian Grange. It says like 2 or 3 other names that I don't even know about. It said Universal Music Group, Motown. Like, it's other people involved that nobody's paying attention to. Everybody just talk about Diddy, but you know why? That's how the media works. That's how the media works. If everybody's gonna take the fall, they're gonna make Diddy take the fall. You're gonna focus on Diddy. Let me tell you, nobody's talking about Lucian Grange. Nobody. Let me show you who he is too. Let me show you another thing of who he is. And if you know what this picture's about, then you know. Hold on. Let me see if they even got the picture up here. Here you go. Let's see if y'all know what this is about. Y'all know what this is? This is Lucian Grange. Look at this. What is that? Prince Harry, I think. Prince Andrew, I think Prince Harry. One of them. Look. Y'all know what this is? This ain't Photoshop, none of that neither. So this is who, is involved in that stuff. We don't leave it at that. But when you say to yourself and don't let other dudes punk you. Yeah, when it comes to that prison cell, as long as you stay to yourself, mind your business, stay out the way, bro. Nobody even cares about you. Because you know why? Most likely the people that's there, especially ones that been there for a long time, they just trying to do what they call it? I'm just trying to do my bid. No, what's it called? I forgot the slogan for it. But pretty much they just trying to do what they gotta do, man. It's hurt my heart for sure. I could tell that's when he realized I effed up my whole life. Yeah, you talk about the video. Yeah. Yeah. People don't understand, bro. Like, being in there. Let me tell you, one of my cousins just got recently arrested, right? And where he's at, so I don't know if everybody got it the same, but where I'm at, if you get arrested, you go to the bookings first, and then you get arraigned, and then depending on how your arraignment goes, if you get an RR or if you get bail, if you're able to bail out or if you get an RR, you go home from your arraignment. You don't go straight to jail. Where he's at, they don't do it like that. There's no bookings. If you get arrested, you're going straight to jail and you're getting arraigned in the morning. That's how they do it there. So he had to go through it. He spent 2 days in there. He was like, yo, I was going crazy. I'm like, damn, you just did 2 days. You just did 2 days, brother. These guys did 10 years. He did 2 years, 2 days and say he was going crazy. I'm telling you, that lifestyle is, man, it's for the birds. Trust me. There's nothing cool about that, man. You know what the problem is? The problem is when In order for you to realize that, you have to be in there. But sometimes it's too late, right? In order for you to know about jail, you have to be in there. And the problem is, once you're in there, sometimes it's too late. Some people get off with doing what? Getting probation. Some people end up doing just a year. Some people, they first time they get 5 years. I'm telling you. I wonder what happened to McAdoo. Yeah, I wonder too. Cause something ain't right. That don't sound right. His whole situation ain't sound right. But that's another it's another story. We actually did a video on that. It's on the page if y'all want to check it out. Last question, what you think of Jaguar Wright? Jaguar Wright always been real. I mean, one thing about the media, they gonna make you look crazy whenever you saying something real. And look, matter of fact, look, just look at everybody, right? Look at everybody who's been saying real stuff that goes against the agenda or go against the narrative of what the mainstream media wants you to believe. What do they do to them? Some type of scandal, or they put them in jail, or death, or they just tarnish your character. Everybody, every last one of them that try to expose the industry and what's going on, just look at the pattern. Every last one of them, something happens to them, whether it's jail, death, tarnish their character, or Jaguar Wright been talking for a very long time. So have Wendy Williams. See, this is the problem I have with people. If you say anything that go against the norm, they automatically call you a conspiracy theorist. Of course, that's the first thing. And people don't even know where that word came from. It came from the CIA. I forgot the exact year. But it came because of the whole Kennedy situation too, but that's another story. Now, when you say anything that go against the norm for people, the first thing they do is call you a conspiracy theorist, or they call you crazy, or say you bugging out. Until what you says happen. But the problem is sometimes it don't happen. And what I mean by that is Wendy Williams been saying this stuff about Diddy for years. She also been saying things about Jay-Z for years. This is in her beginning stages. Look how long it took for her to actually be right. Right? She was calling Diddy out since what, 2001? 2 or 1999, something like that? We now in 2024. Look how many years ago that was. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is sometimes you get to live to actually see that, well, not that you get to see, but sometimes you get to outlive the label that people put on you. People called her crazy, right? But the same people that called her crazy, once the information came out about Diddy, guess what? Now everybody's reposting Wendy Williams. Now everybody's saying, oh, she wasn't wrong after all. You see what I'm saying? Look at Jaguar Wright. Everybody's now, they just called her crazy. Now everybody's making U-turns. Well, Jaguar Wright, maybe she was right. See what I'm saying? So they're gonna call you crazy, but you know why? Let me tell you why you don't listen to that. Because every innovator, any true creator have a little bit of the Lulu in them, right? They got a little bit of crazy in them, according to people that don't understand. Because you gotta remember, anytime you're creating something new that goes against the norm, they're gonna call you crazy first until it actually works. You see what I'm saying? Until it actually works. Look at Kanye West. Prime example. Call him crazy till everything he do actually works. Right? When he started doing the 808s with the 808s and heartbreaks, it was unknown. People wasn't doing that until it actually worked. The sneaker industry, when he went to Nike first, Nike ain't want him until, so he had to go to Adidas, sold out Adidas, then afterwards, Nike wanted him afterwards, and he still sold out. Sometimes you gotta, be that innovator. And let them call you crazy. The phone made them hot too, you feel me? But they never said the phone had text or something. They only said, well, you gotta remember, so the phone, it don't matter. The phone don't matter whether they went through the text messages or not. Your phone was there. Right? That's what they're gonna say. What was your phone doing there? They don't even need to go on the phone. But I'm pretty sure if they did, they probably would have. But because you gotta remember, these kids was young. They didn't know what they know at now. They didn't know that your phones could be pinged to the crime scene. If you know anything about doing anything illegal, you know you do not take that cellular device with you. You know, quiet is kept. If you know, you know. But that cell phone don't go with you. But these kids was young. They ain't know no better. So he had his phone with him when he wasn't supposed to have it with him anyway, and then he ended up dropping it. Ain't that what Boona did too? Right? Boona, I think it was. One of the OTF guys, they dropped their phone too. Guys is dropping their phones on the crime scene. Look, you got what's his name? Luze Osama. He's leaving a whole firearm in the Uber. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. Maybe these dudes is careless. I don't know. Now, you know what's funny? If you would have told me that Luze Osama left a firearm in the Uber, right? If somebody was just to tell me that, I wouldn't believe them. I would think they're crazy. But it actually happened. So that's why it don't surprise me that he dropped his phone at the scene that happens. So what happens now is they don't need to go through the phone. Now you got to prove why you was there. Not prove why you was there because they know you was there. Now what you do is your defense, your lawyer, because now you being there pins you to the crime scene. So now that they know that you was at the crime scene, they're going to ask you, all right, what did you see? Because you was clearly there. What did you see? What happened? What, give me names. Give me, why was you there? They're going to ask questions. If you sit there and act like you don't know, they say, oh, you don't know. All right, here's what we do know. We do know that you was at a crime scene where somebody lost their life and nobody knows, but we do know that you was there. So now that we know that you was there, we're going to hold you accountable. Crazy, but that's how the law works. Now, this don't even include the people that's cooperating on them in the DNA evidence. So it's not just the phone. It's a conjunction of everything. She didn't never had her from what Rose said. Well, this is what I'm saying. This is why the police is doing what they're doing. Because some people say, well, Rondo did it. Some people say Cdaii did it. Who knows? Only them two do. And whoever else was there. Yeah. They was like 19, 20 at that time. Well, 19 and 20, you should still have a little bit of accountability, a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of discipline on certain things. So yeah, but still, man, that's still a young age. Still a young age. I know 30-year-olds that act like kids. Right? I know guys that's almost 40 that their street sense is just off. And they just, a little off. For real, you can make content. But yeah, you could definitely, let me tell you, just find something to do, right? The streets is cool, but this is not the 90s where guys is making a gazillion dollars just that easy, right? This ain't the 90s where everybody's selling stuff, illegal substances and everybody's making money. No. And even if you are, man, we in a crazy time where, like I said, you got friends backdooring friends. You got guys snitching because right now you getting paid. Do y'all know there's a salary for telling? There's a salary for telling. Come on, man. This is why I do, because some dudes, they feel, listen, I ain't got nothing else going. But guess what? I know what he doing. I know that they told me if I give him up, they got 10,000 for me. Come on. So to them, that's a no-brainer. 10,000 just to tell you that such and such is doing such and such. Yeah, I'm about to do that. That's how they feel. So that's what I'm trying to say, man. We gotta be careful out here. There's a lot you can do. There's a lot of opportunity out there, but you gotta work hard. You gotta work hard. Actually, a lot of what Mubu Crump said, yeah, that's a fact too. A lot of people don't want to talk about that, but between Mubu Crump and J Hood, it's a lot that was said that actually came into fruition. They want to keep the youth blindsided and desperate. Yeah, you gotta remember that jail is a business. No matter how you look at it, how you cut it, jail is a business. And there's private families that own jails, and there's people that actually invest in jails. So the fact that jail is an investment, guess what? Business has to keep going. How crazy is that? Let me tell y'all. I don't know if y'all, some of y'all probably be on here, more than you know, more than usual. But I always say this: you will never thrive in a place where people benefit off your trauma, right? Which means that as long as you have doctors that gotta get paid off of you being sick, you will never have a full, healthy economy. It just because it's impossible. Because you being 100% healthy, right? Listen to how crazy this is. You being 100% healthy means that somebody is losing. So if you're 100% healthy, doctors don't have a job. And it goes down the list. It's like with crime and criminals. If there's no crime being committed, do you know how much jobs is lost? From the police, right? You got the police, you got the courts, the COs, the DAs, the judges, the this, the that. It's a lot of people that lose if there's no crime. See how weird that is? So it has to be an economy full of crime. They're not going to sit there and preach no crime because they need it low key. They're not going to tell us that, but they need it. Let me tell you one of the most degrading things that happened to me before, right? When I got arrested. I'll never forget this. One of the times I got arrested, as I'm sitting in the holding cell, I'm hearing these guys raffle my arrest off like I'm cattle, right? Like, like I'm an animal. As I got arrested, right? I'm in the holding pen. I'm listening. They like, oh no, give that's rookie collar. Give that collar to rookie because he haven't got that much this month. So you see what I'm saying? They're like raffling you off, bro. You're just a business. You're just a number. You're just a collar. That's what they call me, a collar. You know how that feels? So this is what I'm trying to say, man. Don't put yourself in that position. Don't put yourself in a position where the judge could sit there and play with your life, because they would. Imagine the judge waking up, right? And he just had a bad day. His wife made him mad. Now he come in the courtroom and he just violating people. That's what happens too. They're human. Do not put yourself in that position if you don't need to be. I know people say jobs is corny. I used to say that jobs was corny all my life. I used to say, yo, having a job is for suckers. And guess what? Until my back was against the wall and I had to do what I had to do. Until guess what? Now I could live comfortably. Now I could afford to do what I want to do. But before I did what I want to do, I had to do what I had to do. See what I'm saying? In order to do what you want to do, sometimes you got to do what you have to do first. Simple. Come on, man. Lupe predicted this back in 2012, how the drill music would change the algorithm and influence. Yeah, well, you know, it's crazy. Shout out to Lupe Fiasco. He was like one of my favorite rappers when he first came out, which is crazy because I don't even know how the hell I started listening to him. But it was that Kick Push. It was Kick Push and one more other song. But you know why? Because Lupe came at a time to where it was backpack rappers when I was growing up, but it was like, I don't know. He just had that nice, I don't know. But then he lost me, so what you think of FBG Butter? I ain't gonna say, shout out to Butter. Butter's butter, man. I ain't here for all that. But shout out Butter. Yeah, and the drill culture, you gotta remember, it don't only change the out. They have a motive with their agendas, right? So here's what the drill culture is doing. Listen to how look at the steps, the process of drill music, and the end result as to why people is losing their life, and it's a continuous cycle where people are losing. Here's why, right? Now, back in the days when I was growing up, in order to get into rap, you had to look like you got money, know how to rap, having a nice car, dressing nice. You look like a rapper. You seem like a rapper. Nowadays, the what they call it, the bar got set so low because with drill music, you don't need none of that. You don't need money to be in the drill culture. You know what you need? You need bodies. You see what I'm saying? You need bodies. You need weapons. You need to have something to rap about. So in order to have something to rap about, you have to have did something. So you see the continuous cycle? So now what that does is they say the kids, right? Because that's who they targeting. And kids, they're kids. They don't know no better. So what they're doing is they say, damn, I really don't need nothing to make it. All I need is big weapons in my video. I need to actually go out there and spin because I need something to rap about. And I got to continuously rap about this stuff. So I got to continuously catch bodies or shoot or whatever. All in the hopes of me getting quote unquote rich. See how that works? Now, when they see actual drill rappers get on and they see that it actually works, guess what? The process becomes a continuous cycle. You get it? And that's how you end up with people dying left and right. Left and right. It's as simple as that. Because in order to get rich and get out the hood or whatever, they see a couple people get out the hood. So they like, you know what? It actually does work. So let me do the steps. And what are the steps? Catching a body, having a firearm, having the videos, talk about spinning blocks, and doing it all over again in hopes that I make it in the game. See how crazy that is? It's a lose-lose situation, but to the kids that's actually doing it, some slip through the cracks, some actually get on. But let's be real, and I always speak about this with my friends. I don't care how much of these drill rappers get on. It's never gonna be an artist with a legacy, right? In due time, how much of these let's say in the next 10 years, how much of these drill rappers is still gonna be around? And I'm not talking about just death. I'm just talking about in general. It's not gonna be a lot at all. Barely any. In order to really make it and make a dent in that industry, man, you got to make real music that people could go back to. I still listen to 90s music. That's the type of impact they had because that music was timeless. It served a purpose. It had substance. They talked about things. You think in 10 years from now, we gonna really care or want to tell you, yo, put on who's somebody. Matter of fact, I don't want to name no names because they're gonna swear, we dissing. But yeah, bro. Crump been said Rondo told back in 2018. He did well. Crump kind of alluded to it. I'm not really sure. I didn't really catch that one. No Jumper got good marketing. It's not, well, they probably do, but maybe it's not the marketing. Maybe they just, so what Vlad does it a lot, right? Shout out to Vlad, because I'm not too big on Vlad, but when it comes to this entertainment space, like with the podcast and everything, you got to give credit when it's due. He mastered a technique that everybody is following right now. When it comes to having a whole interview, and instead of just dropping the whole interview, he'll drop clips, make money off the clips, and then put the interview out after. So it's like you're tripling, quadrupling your money off of one interview, and instead of just putting a whole one out, you're making like 10 times the profit off of that one interview, which is smart. And that's what everybody's doing. So if you see right now a Mimo clip of an interview out, 9 times out of 10 they already had it. They were just waiting on the right time to drop it. That's what they did. And right now his name is buzzing. His name is being talked about because of the whole situation or the rumors. So this is the perfect time to drop it because now people will start searching Mimo in YouTube, and guess who's gonna come up? These videos. So that's all they doing. You still ain't see all the names from Epstein Island. Exactly. The Nickelodeon guy was messing. Yeah, let me tell you, the Nickelodeon, and this is why I try to tell people, I can't tell them how to think, right? But just open your eyes, man. If you don't see the agenda going on, I don't know what to tell you, right? Because this man admitted that he got Amanda Bynes pregnant at the age of 13 and forced her to have an abortion. And you mean to tell me nobody's talking about that? You mean to tell me nobody's talking about that, bro? Come on, man. Let me tell you. All right, let me hear what's worse. Let me just hear what's worse first. I gotta hear this, cause what's his name? R. Kelly, you know, doing what he did, peeing or whatever, right? Is that worse? Now I'm not saying there's none of it's right. Let's just get that clear, cause I don't want to hear nobody. Oh, it's just yeah, it's all crazy. But I want to hear this. R. Kelly, pee whatever, and this man sitting there with a 13. Got a prego and then made her get an abortion at 13. How the yo, first of all, how do a 13-year-old even get that? I didn't even know that was possible. How can their little bodies even take that? First of all, why isn't this man under the jet? And guess what? Nobody's talking about it. See what I'm saying? Nobody talking about it. Where's Tay paperwork? Yeah, a lot of people talk about Tay, But like I said, I don't. Here's what I try to do, because like I said, it's too much politics. When you're dealing with the internet and social media, you gotta remember that everybody has a voice. Everybody, even from the foolish of the fool, right? So you gotta be somewhat political. So me, I don't like to really say, oh, such and such did whatever. I just like to put certain things out there, make it aware, and y'all take from it how y'all take from it. I might sometimes give you my opinion, but that's about it. Diddy was full of so people want to talk about the black man, make jokes about Diddy. Yeah, 24/7. It's crazy because what's his name? Uncle Murder. Uncle Murder and Tony Ayo, they just did a DJ Vlad interview. And Uncle Murder stopped what he did. He stopped DJ Vlad mid-interview because he said, yo, you brought up Diddy twice already. We've been here for like however long, and you brought up Diddy's situation twice. Why are you not asking about Nickelodeon, the guy from Nickelodeon? Why are you not asking about him? And of course, you always got the house N-word. Tony Yayo, in this case, he was being the house N-word taken up, talking about, well, Diddy's hip-hop. This is why he's talking about because he's hip-hop. No. Uncle Murder was actually right in that case. Like, yo, why you keep bringing up Diddy? You know what? Talk about this other guy. But they're not going to do that. Not going to do that. Here's another thing, right? And this is why I can't say I don't like Vlad, but he's another weird one, right? When the whole situation with Palestine and Israel and then that's been going on, you know what he did? He called out Drake and DJ Khaled for not sticking up for what he said? No, he called out Drake for not sticking up for Israel because Drake has Jewish background. Some nerve he got, right? Out of all the people you interview, the African Americans, you never hold anybody else accountable for doing what's right. So now because it's the Israel involved, and now you want to hit Drake because you say he the biggest artist. No. But once again, these people are going to always stick by their, we just got to hopefully get it through our heads to do the same thing one of these days. What you think of Sean Campbell? Do you think Dwayne Wade, girl, suspected? Yeah, Wade, he's gone. Dwayne Wade gone. That's all I'm gonna say. Hassan Campbell, shout out to Hassan Campbell. He one of the funniest guys on YouTube. He's one of the funniest guys on YouTube. Shout out to him. I got nothing else to say about him. Shout out to him, man. Jail sucks. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. And I tell people, if you go in there, man, you better sharpen that mind. That's all you can do in there. I mean, sharpen your mind. Read. Take that time to self-reflect. Take that time to just think. Because that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do anyway. Right? That and sleep. But it's been so much you can sleep. For anybody that's been in there, I know some of y'all, or probably one or two of y'all that's in here, y'all had to experience it before, man. Um, if all you got to do in there is sleep. You probably work out, but sleep, work out, and read. You probably want to play chess or play spades and casino. And let me tell you, when you first get in there, you don't want to do none of that. You just want to sleep because you want everything to be over with. Anybody that ever been in there for their first time, the first thing you want to do is go to sleep because you want everything to be over. You just hoping, you're like, damn, maybe if I go to sleep, it'll all go away. At least that's what I thought. For real. Yeah, Jay Z. Yeah, Jay Z definitely. Jay Z got a lot of skeletons in his closet. A lot. From the kids he not claiming to Foxy Brown. She been exposed him, but for some reason, once again, selective programming. Right? Selective programming where we're being selective with who we hold accountable with certain things. Nobody speaks on Jay Z and Aaliyah. Right? He had Aaliyah before Dame did. Nobody speaks on him having Foxy Brown at the time he did. When she even came out and exposed it. Nobody talks about that. I know. You know? How do you feel about the Brick Baby Quando situation knowing that Dirk had nothing to do with it? Well, that's a question you should ask Dirk or Brick Baby because um it may be said that Dirk and them didn't have nothing to do with it, in which I probably doubt they did. Who knows? But they damn sure was taking credit for it and making, and that's what that's what I realized. Like, if y'all know anything about a person that's a mass manipulator or good with just making things seem like it is what it's really not, that's what they do. They're masters at manipulating the situation to their benefit to where you don't know what's true or not. Right? When the situation happened with Lil Pap, guess what? You start hearing songs about, yeah, well, we won up and we won this and you got this and you got that. And the first thing everybody say, yo, Dirk slid for Vaughn and come on. But that's knowing how to manipulate the situation. Because in his mind or any of their mind, they know, well, listen, the people know that we're both, we got this beef or whatever going on. So at the end of the day, anything that happened to Quando Rondo, they're gonna easily say, "Oh, Dirk." They're gonna say OTF. They're gonna anything. Right now, Quando Rondo could be walking down the street, fall, and break his leg, and somebody's gonna say, "Yo, nah, I heard Dirk. He hired somebody to have a professional leg beater, and it." You never know, man. So it's one of those situations. Crazy, bro. You definitely right about Hov. Yeah, Hov. Let me tell you, when 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 they done with you in that industry, right? And this is why I've said the same thing about the Cardi B's, the Meg Thee Stallions, the what else? The Nicki Minaj's. I'm trying to think of somebody else. Who else? When they're done with you in that industry and you serve whatever purpose that they made you appear to be, higher than high, these false prophets. I mean, false prophets. After they're done with you, that's it. You're no longer in use. And you know what I call that? Matter of fact, it's just like, all right. It's just like you got Mayweather, you got Brady, you got Nicki Minaj, Mayweather, Brady, Nicki Minaj. Who else? It's another name that I always use. But pretty much Brady, Mayweather, Nicki Minaj, Drake. So when I say these names, people are like, yo, why you say them names? You know why? They have the syndrome of winning too much. And what that is, right? What that is, everyone roots for you, right? When you just starting out, just look, just pay attention real quick. When you starting out, everybody's rooting for you, right? But once you continuously win, they get bored, they get tired of you because you're winning too much. So in human nature, they start rooting against you because to see you lose has now become entertaining. Get what I'm saying? If you win too much, now it's boring because it's like, damn. Oh, another one. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. Another one, Steph Curry. These are all the people that continuously win. Like they're just so good at what they do that at some point in time, people just want to see them lose just because. Look at Mayweather. Everyone loved Mayweather until they didn't love Mayweather. You see what I'm saying? When Mayweather was in his prime, on his come up, everybody loved him. The minute he started getting up there, you know what happens is? You know what happened? The minute he got up there, I'm tired of seeing him win. Yo, all he do is run around. Yo, all he do, Mayweather ain't do nothing different. But you know what? People gotta find something to say because you're winning too much. Let me tell you, the first person that told me about something like that was my grandpops. Rest in peace to his soul. Because he owned things and he never told like friends. He never told certain people. And I used to wonder, like, yo, why? And he told me, like, because you know what? Once people start seeing you win too much or have what they want, they stop supporting. Another person that I learned that from was Cameron. Back in the days, I don't know if y'all remember Golden Corrals, but Cameron had a couple Golden Corral restaurants. And I remember watching the interview where he was at, you know, they asked him, like, yo, you know, like, why you never, like, told? He said, because you know what? Some people hate so much and business is so good. If they hear that I'm the name, if I'm the one behind it, they're going to stop supporting just because they know that I'm profiting. And that's a fact. Look at Nicki Minaj. Everyone loved Nicki Minaj. Now look. Look at Tom Brady. Everybody loved Tom Brady. Now look. It's just human nature. I realize it. So like I said, man, once that industry is done with you, once, you know, people get to, and that's from a fan point of view too, because the fans are guilty of doing just that. Once they get tired of seeing you winning, once you keep making hit song after hit song, and it's like you don't miss, they just can't wait for you to lose or something. They want something to happen because your failure now becomes entertainment. How crazy is that? You don't won so much that your failure is now entertainment. Crazy, right? I know it's crazy. You don't won so much that your failure is now entertainment. And that's in life. So like I said, man, sometimes you just gotta know when to hold back, you know when to just play the background. That's cool too. Diddy messed up once. Let me tell you, once Diddy sat there and he mouth dry as hell. Once Diddy sat there and got that, was winning in that lawsuit with the alcohol company. See, and this is another thing nobody peeped, right? Ever since he started winning in court with them against that liquor company, everything went downhill after that. Everything. Started with the cat. And because let me tell you, here's the red flag for me. Everybody knows about them Diddy parties. Everybody know what Diddy was up to. Everybody know that. Why now y'all all feel bold enough to come out? Right? This is how you know it's an agenda going on. This is how you know. Because this been going on. Nobody was saying that. Diddy been Diddy since the 90s. Shout out to Gene Deal. Gene Deal, like, it's cool to expose Diddy now. But Gene Deal been doing this for like, what, 4 or 5 years now. When it wasn't cool and everybody was calling Gene Deal crazy. Now guess what? Everybody's social media, they reposting Gene Deal. Oh, look, he was his former bodyguard. Look what he said. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Shit crazy. They praying people downfall. Yeah, they pray. Let me tell you, everybody pray. You got some of your closest friends that are praying your downfall. You got family members that are praying your downfall. Not knowing that anything you have, they can have too. But it just starts with you. You gotta want it, right? After you want it, after you put that work in, and let me tell you, nobody sees the work. Everybody just see the outcome. This is why I tell people too, stop believing in social media. I know people in real life that's doing real good in real life, but when they get on social media, they get depressed because they see people living a life that they're not. They see people going on vacations. They see people buying houses, buying cars, buying designer. They just feel like, damn, I'm doing good. I got my own place, got a nice job, my car. I'm doing good, but why I can't live like that? This is why I tell people social media can hurt. If you're not strong enough, social media can hurt your heart. Social media could make you go crazy. This is why doing illegal stuff is at an all-time high because everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses. Everybody. Nobody wants to be regular. Regular is boring these days. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem. Everybody want to keep up with the Joneses. Meanwhile, the people that got real money, right? The Warren Buffetts of the world, the Jeff Bezos of the world, look how they move. Look how they move. But we only see the end result. That's the problem. We glorify the end result, but nobody glorify the work. Everybody want to show up to the table when it's already made. Nobody want to prepare that table. Nobody even want to bring anything to the table. These days, you tell a motherfucker, listen, I got the plate for you. All you need to do is bring the spoon and the fork. You're good. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. It's crazy out here, man. That's why I say, man, stay out the way, y'all. Stay out the way. And you know what's funny? It all goes back to a situation like this with the with Rondo, with Cdaii. Look, look. Now it's to the point to where the only way either one of them can get out is if they telling each other. They saying Rondo responded. I'll check it when I get off of this. I'll check it out. Hold on, my fault. I'm trying to write something down before I forget. Yeah, there you go. People love the result, but don't see the hard work to get there. Stay up and focus. That's it. Stay focused. Stay focused. I tell people, let me tell you, I tell this story every time, right? You see this YouTube? Literally, it was built off of the ground up. No experience, no none of that. When I was working a job, when I first started this YouTube, I was still working my job. I had to be up some days at 5 in the morning. I was going to sleep at 2, 3 in the morning. You see what I'm saying? I was going to sleep something. Mind you, I had to be up, right? Because I had to be to work at 6 o'clock. So sometimes I had to be a no, yeah, I had work at 6. This was it because later on it went to 7 o'clock. But when I first started it, I had to be to work at 6 o'clock, which means I had to get up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. Yo, bro, it was sometimes I would go to sleep at 3 o'clock and only get an hour of sleep. Sometimes I go to sleep at 2. But let me tell you, when I got that first YouTube check, the first YouTube check was like, what was it like? I think like $51. Yeah, like $51. But that was that push. That was all the push I needed. That was all the push I needed. Cause God knows I never like working a 9 to 5. So I said, yo, if I could do this, right? Get this popping and then start just making more, guess what? That's what I gotta do. I gotta put the hard work in. And eventually it will pay off. Where I don't have to go to work. And then boom. It paid off. You know? But you gotta sacrifice something sometimes, man. You gotta sacrifice. You gotta put the work in. Don't be afraid to put the work in. Don't watch nobody pockets. I got friends that still in the street living like, living their best life. Do it be tempting sometimes? Hell yeah. But you know what happens? I start looking back because I know where I came from. Nobody want to be in the jail cell, bro. That's for the birds. Sometimes you gotta do that. Showman want attention. Shout out Showman. He want attention. Shout out to you, brother. You on the street. But like I said, and another thing that what I always try to do, what I want to show people, right? If y'all pay attention, we reached 100,000 subscribers, and not once did I do any interview, not once did I interview anybody, not what else? We didn't start any fake beats for attention. We didn't do any of that weird stuff. We didn't do none of that. And I purposely did that because I just wanted to show people that it's possible. It's possible, bro. It's literally possible. You could just be yourself. Somebody in the world is going to relate to whatever you got to say. I don't care what it is. And it's about how you do things. It's a million people on YouTube. But the people that gravitate you, they gravitate to you. Simple. But that's what happens when you focus on yourself and stay focused on what you're doing. Don't look at what nobody else is doing. You think I care about such and such having 200,000 subscribers or such and such having 500,000 subscribers? No. You got to stay in your own lane. The people that's going to rock with you, they're going to rock with you. Those are the people you focus on. Stop focusing on what you don't have. We don't care about what we don't have. We focus on what we're trying to get. Simple. Simple. KTV, what's up, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. I'm trying to see if it's a way. So I need my other phone. You say, Rondo responded. What Rondo say? Where the hell is my other phone? Nah, don't think of it like that, bro. Don't think of it like that. To be honest with you, right now, I'm thinking of a way like I don't know what it is because people say YouTube is saturated, right? And of course, I would say it is a little bit, but you can't think of it like that. You can't think of it like that. Because, yes, it may be saturated, but it's enough for everybody. Maybe you got to just think about your approach. Think about how you can approach it differently. That's all. And once you break through a mold, once you have something that you don't see anybody else doing, people will naturally gravitate to you. Right? Whatever your story may be. As long as it's different, even if it's the same thing. Maybe, perfect example, right? There's a bunch of YouTubers that's doing what we do. right? It's no shame in it. You know, you got your. Let me tell you, you got a bunch of platforms that do the same thing we do. However, it's how you do certain things. Somebody might rock with you because they like your voice. Pause. Somebody might rock with you because they like how you convey the message, how you deliver the message. Right? Somebody might like you because of the way your intro is. You know how much people actually like our videos because of the background music? Something as little as the background music. Right? So it's yes, it's saturated. Yes, it's a bunch of people doing it, but you just gotta focus on, like I said, you just gotta focus on what you got. You gotta focus on your lane. You gotta go 10 times harder. Like, that's how I see it. You know how much of these guys, right? They got 200,000 subscribers or whatever. Me, I don't hate. That's motivation for me. So when I see that, I say, you know what? I gotta go 10 times hard. Sometimes I wake up, I don't feel like doing no videos today. Or I done made money elsewhere. So I'm like, you know what? Forget YouTube today. I made money today. Who cares? But you can't have that mindset sometimes, because I don't know. Then I snap back and be like, you know what? Now I want to do three videos today, because I know they're not doing 3 videos. They might do 2 videos, and they might have 1 minute or 2 minute long videos. Guess what? I'm gonna do 8 minute, 11 minute, 3 videos a day. Right? You just gotta, however you feel, however you want to do it, whatever it is, man, just do it. Don't hesitate. Do not hesitate. Just do it. Simple as that. Because you know what? If you sit there, really think about it. What's not saturated these days? Right? The 9 to 5 is saturated. 9 times out of 10, we going to go to a job tomorrow or later on that's saturated. Right? You see what I'm saying? It's saturated. The 9 to 5 is saturated. But nobody's saying, well, damn, I'm not going to work today because it's saturated. Nah, I'm going to work because I got bills to pay. You see what I'm saying? Even if it's saturated, I don't care what Rondo over there doing. I don't care what little Billy over there at his desk doing. I'm coming to work because I got rent to pay and I got to pay bills. You see, you see how that works? So, yeah, whether it's saturated or not, we got to carry that same attitude. Like, listen, it's saturated, but I'm going to do it this way. Like right now, right? Here's one of the things that I did to separate the brand, the platform or whatever. When I first got on YouTube, mind y'all, I don't know if y'all tuned in, but we big on like frequency, energy, spirituality, and stuff like that, right? So when I was choosing the background music to use, I'm like, damn, what can I use? Like, what background music can I use? I'm like, damn, I really don't know. So I say, you know what? Let me hear what everybody else is doing. Now you know what everybody else was doing. Everybody else was doing those boom, boom, bop. You know the hip hop, the whatever it is that they got in their background music. I say, you know what? Here's a good idea. I'm into the energy and the frequency, and I know certain sounds actually draw people subconsciously, right? So if I could find a sound at a certain megahertz that I could play to where now it hooks you to the video because you like the sound naturally, because subconsciously you don't know that it's pretty much gravitating you to the video because of the energy that it's giving you, maybe that'll be different. And sure enough, it worked. How many people you know got healing energy background music in their background music, healing background music in their background of the videos, and they're not like a spiritual page? Not too many people. So it's just doing something different. That's all. Even if it's the slightest thing, just do something different, bro. Work out. So I'm trying to be better, stay consistent. That's another thing, consistency. Yes, yes, yes. I'm glad you said that. Shout out to you, bro. BC12. Consistency. Consistency, consistency. Because you know why? You can have a good idea. You can have a good anything, but if you're not consistent with it, guess what? You're gonna give up too quick. Like, let me tell you, I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, YouTube is hard because you don't get paid in the beginning. You don't get paid in the beginning. So the work that you're putting in, sometimes it feels like it's not doing nothing. Cause I remember, I remember putting in work. I'm talking about putting in work. And the video was not getting no more than 50, 40 views. It's like, damn. You know how discouraging that is? You're going to be discouraged. I'm not going to lie. But you got to fight through it. Fight through it. Fight through it. Fight through it, man. He said, real, I needed that battery in my back. Definitely appreciate you. See? Sometimes that's what we need, too. Let me tell you what weird thing I do. Let me tell you that. Don't laugh at me neither, yo. When I need, like, encouragement, aside from the YouTube videos, because you know I go to the YouTube videos, I look up the Bob Proctors, the Jim Rohn, the what's his name? Forgot his name. But you know, I go there too. But another thing I do, like my friends that I'm cool with on Instagram, and I know they getting money, and you know they always posting money, or always posting cars they just brought. You know what I do? Sometimes I go to their page and just look. Now, if you a hater, if you a natural hater, I don't advise that because that's gonna make you hate. But me, I never been that type. To see other people prosper and get money, it always like motivated me. So what I do is when I'm feeling like I don't feel like doing nothing, I go to my boy's page or whoever page that I know getting money, and I look at it, and it motivates me. Like, yo, listen, you need to be doing better, or you need to be going harder. Like I'm doing pretty good, but you can always do better. There's guys that's making millions right now that's still working. So who am I to sit here and just say, yo, you know what? Today I'm gonna take off and go drink. Nah, nah. That's what I'm saying, man. Just have something that's gonna motivate you. Cause you know, you're not gonna be so uppity up 24/7. You know, it just don't happen, bro. It just don't it don't happen. Like we're not gonna always be this, you know, high vibrational 24/7. I speak that. I speak being, you know, high vibrational and, you know, that's just one of the tricks that I do. I ain't gonna lie. When I'm feeling down, I'm like, dude, man, I don't feel like doing XYZ. I go to my boy page. I know he gonna, you know, he doing his thing. I know he gonna show some more. I look, I'm like, yep. Let me get up off this couch or let me get out of bed or, you know. Sometimes we get complacent, especially when, you know, you're doing okay. But then it's like, damn, look at Jeff Bezos. That man was making millions and gazillions. He not stopping. He not stopping. You ever make a bitty drop down on her knee? That's inspiring for her. I'll be doing that. See, look, I knew I was the only one. I knew it. How many years it take for you to get going on YouTube? I know you've been on. Well, to be honest with you, it took our It depends what you call get going, because some people feel once you get monetized, you good. Like that's get going to them. Me get going was once I started getting real subscribers, and but as far as getting monetized, it only took us. It took us almost a year. I want to say just a little under a year. And around that time, you gotta remember you're finding a niche because before the what you see now, it was never like this. If you go back all the way to the first video, it was more so about exposing conspiracy theories and talking about stuff that's going on in the world. And then I never forget, I did a video on Trump and they took it down. And then when they did that, I'm like, I switched it up. Ever since then, you know, it's been on. But here's the thing, and this is what I always try to tell people too. Because, like I said, I sell the YouTube course. If any of y'all interested in learning how to make money on YouTube, you know, starting, I got the course. Just hit me up on Instagram and, you know, we'll talk and I'll send it to you. Right now, too, until Friday, I'm throwing in a free PDF. If you buy the course, it comes with a free PDF that teach you how to make money automated, like like I said, cashless, faceless, automated YouTubes. But anyway, people think they get it misconstrued because they think that starting beef and fake drama for clicks is the way to go on YouTube because you do get subscribers, you do get clicks. Because guess what? Controversy sells. Everybody's nosy when it comes to drama. You can sit there and beef with your pet turtle. Somebody's going to want to see it because it's drama and people like drama. But I tell people all the time, that's not the route to go because what happens is when you're always beefing and you're looking for people to click your videos because you think you're getting attention with beef and starting troubles and you always want to talk about the next blogger, you develop an audience that want to see that, right? You develop an audience that they only want to see you when you're spewing out negativity. So something like this, what we're doing right now, they can't do because people get bored of them. Because guess what? You drew them in through your negativity. So unless you're screaming, unless you're talking about the next rapper, blogger, unless you're making threats or whatever, they're not really gonna be entertained with you because they don't know you for just chilling. They know you for being loud and confrontational. So don't go that route because, like, I mean, to each his own. But I always say don't go that route because you don't want to have to keep up this act forever. Sometimes you just want to get on here and build with people, talk real stuff. But you can't do that when people just want to get negativity from you 24/7. True, it's definitely a process. Look at every super successful product, company, or person. It takes years unless you're born into it. You have to work harder. Yeah, you got to work harder. You got to. You got to. Be willing to take risks, but most importantly, to be yourself, find your lane and work. Have the Mamba mentality, work harder than everyone else. That's a fact. Listen, that's a whole fact. You got to work. Like, even with YouTube, right? Some people see it ain't a 9 to 5, but you still gotta put the work in. You still gotta put the work in. I still wake up early. Every day I'm waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Right? When I was working a regular job, guess what? I was waking up 4, 5, 6 in the morning just to go to work. Why I can't do that for my own self? Why I can't do that for my own business? See, that'd be the problem. A lot of people fail when they're trying to be entrepreneurs because they don't take themselves seriously. And I always say this is my biggest quote. If you're not going to take yourself seriously, how you expect other people to take you serious? Right? People are only going to treat you how you treat yourself. People are only going to treat you how you teach them to treat you. If they come, let me tell you, if somebody see you playing about your product or your business or your brand, if they see you not serious, they're going to treat you like that. Opposed to you coming in like, yo, listen, I got X, Y, and Z. This one I'm doing X, Y. Look, it do this, it do that, X, Y, and Z. Guess what? They take you more serious because you a man with a plan, right? When you come in there playing all the time, you ain't taking your business serious. They gonna treat your business just how you treat it, just how you show them to treat it. You give off that aura, the energy you give off towards your business ain't it, and that's how they gonna treat you. So you got to be serious about everything you do. Me, I like to play around and have fun, but when it comes to that business, I get to it. I get to it. If you're the smartest in the room, that's a fact. You don't ever want to be the smartest in the room, ever. Once you start feeling like you can't learn, and you know what? That's what a lot of these rappers suffer from. They be in these rooms and they be the richest, right? So they get that diva attitude and they feel like nobody can tell them nothing. That's a problem. When you feel like you can't be taught by anybody or you know it all, that's a problem. That's a problem. I learn from anybody. I don't care if I'm talking to a 12-year-old. If he tell me something I don't know, I'm listening. I love learning. You got to have that mentality. Got to. And always be open-minded. But listen, y'all, I'm about to get off here. I got to be up pretty early myself. It's always dope on here with y'all. I'm about to go check out if Rondo said anything as well before I go to sleep. But I'm about to get off this. Like I said, if y'all interested in the YouTube course, y'all can check it out. Just hit me up on Instagram at Hookah Anonymous _. Y'all can check me out there and we'll talk. Shout out to all y'all for pulling up, man. I appreciate y'all. This was definitely dope. I love coming on here and politicking with y'all because, like I said, we don't got to be loud. We ain't got to sit here and diss each other. We ain't got to be negative. No, none of that. We just get on here and have real conversations, right? Each one teach one. One hand wash the other, both wash the face. Simple. All right, so appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all, Reek, BC12, all y'all that was in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all night. Hopefully y'all wake up with good energy and ready to take on another day, set goals and all that. I'm holla at y'all. Appreciate you.